the jury. What are you doing here?
I live here.
Oh, no. I thought you were staying over at Shea Bouillabaisse or whatever she calls it.
Yeah, I thought so too. Before Dorian decided to bunk in with David Vickers and Viki.
You want us to sleep together? Are you kidding?
Oh, come on. Admit it, you loved making Dorian... What was the word?
Apoplectic.
Right. And that was when she only thought we were going to do it. So if we actually did it, she'd be on life support. What do you say? Is there a switch to get the colored lights going?
So you want us to sleep together just because of the effect that it will have on Dorian?
No, not just for that reason. But it's a pretty powerful aphrodisiac.
Oh.
You know, I was in prison a long time. Guy gets lonely.
David, no.
I saw a brand new Viki when you invited me to stay here. Someone who likes to live on the wild side. Very hot.
Yes, a house guest with an electronic ankle bracelets living on the wild side.
Hey, if you were doing this just to be nice, consider this a hostess gift. It's a lot more fun than some stupid centerpiece or a box of fancy soaps.
Since when have you been concerned with giving back?
Since never.
Aha. So when you've been without, then anyone will do, is that it?
How long has it been for you?
Okay, none of your business.
Really, that long? So what are you waiting for? You got an offer on the table. And that offer is firm.
David, what is going on here? What is your angle?
You know, how can you say something like that? That hurts. That really hurts.
You always have an angle.
How can you think so little of me?
Well, I'm sorry. Truly, I'm very sorry. I apologize if I have offended you and all the other members of the International Gigolo Society. But there is no way in hell I'm going to be your next Dorian.
Okay, you got to explain to me what you just said. What was that about Dorian going over and staying with Viki and David Vickers?
No. Viki asked David Vickers to stay with her at Landfair.
Why?
I think to try and drive Dorian crazy, which it did.
You mean crazy as in jealous?
No, that would make sense to me. I wouldn't like it, but that would make sense. No, this is another kind of crazy. Is this interesting to you?
Fascinating.
All right, well, Dorian went crazy because she knew that Viki took David in just to make her crazy.
Viki did that. Excellent.
So instead of spending the evening with me, she went roaring off to Viki's.
Well, but Dorian knew that Viki was having David over there just to make her crazy, so wouldn't going over there prove to Viki that she actually had driven her crazy?
No, to prove to Viki and David that Viki taking David in didn't make her crazy.
How was she going to do that?
That's what I said.
What did she say to that?
Well, she said, I'll be back before you know it, and then she walked out on me.
Well, then what did you do?
I gathered my stuff together. I walked out on her. God only knows what's happening right now at Landfair.
All right, I'm going to say something, and you can't get mad at me.
Sure.
All right. I told you so.
No, you didn't.
I did too. I told you that getting involved with Dorian was going to be a huge mistake.
Oh, gee, Nora. Why don't you just tell us exactly how you feel?
Oh, my, look at the time. I should probably go help Matthew with his homework.
Yes,
no, not
do
yet.
that.
Yeah, listen, Clint, this is none of my business.
Neither is Clint's love life. But that obviously didn't stop you from putting your 2 cents in.
Clint is Matthew's uncle. I care about his happiness. And to be perfectly honest, I've seen a lot of men go through your life in the years that I've known you, Dorian, and none of them has ended up happy.
As opposed to all your grateful exes that you left bobbing in your wake.
No, not going to sink to your level. Mm-mm.
To reach my level, you would need an extension ladder.
Okay, that's enough.
I asked you to leave me out of this.
Nora, I'd like you to stay. Dorian, I want you to go.
Clint, I know you're very angry at me.
Yeah, good call.
But aren't you the least bit curious about what I saw in Viki's bedroom when I arrived?
It wasn't like that with Dorian. I really cared about her, and I know she cared about me.
And she still does.
Really?
Of course she does. Why else would she come charging over here?
Her buttons are pretty easy to push, huh? And the Viki button's always on speed dial.
She gets upset at the thought of you with someone else, especially me.
You're right. Think she'd pay me to stay away from you?
You could always ask.
I couldn't do that. Could I? You know, she comes bouncing back into my life, and she immediately causes trouble for me.
So I gather.
She did it because she cares about me.
In her rather unique way, yes.
I fell in love with her, not her money. Okay, it was her money at first, but I did fall in love with her. When Spencer made me walk out on our wedding day, it's one of the worst moments of my entire life.
You know, I saw Dorian that day. It was that bad for her, too.
But that was then. And this is now. And here I am, and here you are, and you're classy and rich and witty and rich and a whole lot lower maintenance than Dorian ever was.
Just what I always wanted to be, a 4-cylinder car. Low maintenance.
I could be good for you. And you'd be good for me too, you know? I don't have that much experience with people who are genuinely nice. And you are.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I had no idea that niceness could be so sexy. And oh, it is.